Hey Stone, I hope you're feeling great. The next project I'm going to teach you is how to sew a wallet. So this one's pretty cool. It is going to have a back pocket. We're going to fold this guy down and this guy up. And then by the time you sew it up, you're going to have a back pocket here. And then it will open and have an interior pocket. Okay, are you ready? It's very similar to the last one. Okay, it's time to put your needles on. So what we did last time, we're gonna do the same thing again. You're gonna sew with 2 needles. I'm gonna send you a couple of these little trays to keep your materials organized. And what you do, just a reminder, oh, this thread's being a little stinker. It doesn't wanna all go through. So if your thread won't go through the hole, you have to just take your fingernails and squish it back together and squeeze it. Like squeeze it, make it flat, and then it will fit through that hole, okay? Then we're gonna lock it on. You're going to pop your needle through the thread like so and pull it up, okay? We're gonna do that to the other side. You don't necessarily have to lock it on, but your thread might keep popping out of your needle and it's kind of a pain. So I'm gonna put it through. And then the way you lock it on, you just take your needle and you just pop it through the thread. It's a thick waxed thread. Okay, there we go. We're ready to sew. We've got a needle on each side of our thread because we're about to do something called a saddle stitch. Okay, this might be a little trickier than the last one because you're going to have to use your fingers to hold it in place because it's a unique shape. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna fold the top flap over to make the interior flap. Then you're going to fold the bottom flap up to get a back pocket. And then these don't line up, you'll notice, but you're going to make them line up because that's going. Okay, so very similarly to how we did the last one, you're gonna start with a side stitch. We're gonna go through the bottom hole on the wallet, like so down at the fold under the word found. So down at the bottom, we're gonna go through 3 layers this time. So 1, it's gonna be tricky. You might want your mom to help you with this part or your dad. 2, 3. Okay, you're gonna get those all lined up. It's gonna feel really weird because it's going to have to make a little pinch there so the wallet can have some shape. Okay, we're gonna go through this side and you're gonna go once through and you're gonna do what you did on your necklace and you're gonna get your needles to the same length. We call true it up. You're gonna get them even, okay? Now we're gonna go through there again. We're gonna go through there 2 times. Because you want to get that little loop on the side, okay? These holes are smaller, so this one is more challenging than the other design, but it's gonna turn out really cool. So you're gonna be a master at sewing leather by the time you're done with these projects. Okay, so that's what it's looking like on the side. Okay, 1, 2. All right, now, rather than crisscross now over the sides of the leather, I am going to do what's called a saddle stitch, and we're just gonna go up the leather. Okay, like I said, I think this would look pretty cool in black, but I want you to be able to see the stitches. So I'm gonna take one of my needles, okay, and we're gonna go ahead with that next stitch. I'm going to go through all 3 layers here. You're gonna go, once you do the first couple, it's not gonna be quite so tricky. You're gonna really have to open it up, look inside, find the hole, make sure you went through 3 layers, okay? It's gonna look like this. Ready? You're gonna go straight. Okay, now I'm not gonna have one on the back. So I'm gonna take that other needle and I'm going to go through there like so. Okay. And the reason it's called a saddle stitch is because they use it on horse saddles. And it's one of the strongest stitches you can do. Is when you sew with 2 needles back and forth and back and forth, you can't break that stitch. So it's extremely strong stitch. And we're gonna go up with the next one. And you're just kind of climbing a ladder, okay? 1 stitch at a time. So it's gonna look like that. All right, now on the front, we're just gonna have 1. So I'm gonna have to climb the ladder with my next guy. And when I go through that hole, you don't want to go through your thread because it will get all kind of knot it up. So you're gonna go through 1 layer of leather, 2 layers of leather, 3, and it's gonna get easier and easier now that you got everything kind of lined up, okay? And here's what it's looking like. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's do one more together, and then I'm gonna turn the camera off, and I'm gonna let you climb the ladder all the way to the top holes, and then we'll finish it together, okay? Okay, here we are. We made it to the top of the ladder. Went 1 stitch with each needle all the way up to the top. Now it's time to finish it off. We're gonna do it just like we did with that pouch. And look, I did have way too much thread, but that's okay. Better to have too much than too little. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take one of your needles and you're gonna go through that top hole. And this time we're gonna go sideways. So see how we went up the leather? We're gonna do what we did at the beginning. We're gonna go sideways over the side of the leather. That's just gonna lock those seams together, okay? So you're gonna go through all 3 layers. And like I said before, don't go through your thread. So you're gonna always be using your finger to keep your thread out of the way. Oops, did I go through my thread? Nope, didn't. It's not like a big deal if you do, but it just can look a little messy. And I found that it's easier if I open the snaps. So you're going to loop around 1 time with that thread. And oh no, whoops, I forgot to go through the middle. So it's good learning opportunity. You're gonna go back through and you're gonna pop your needle in between the layers of leather, okay? This is where we're tying off. All right. Could also tie off in the bottom of yours. That would make it even stronger. But to make it easier to learn, we're gonna tie off at the top because it's kind of tricky to tie off inside. All right, so we're gonna pop through here, out the middle. All right, and look, we got those 2 loops on the side, but we gotta make them nice and tight. All right, so pull them really tight. You can pull together, and then you can pull each thread individually. That will make it nice and secure. And now we're gonna do one of those knots. The way I do it, I kind of stick it between my legs, okay? Open them up, kind of pull them open to get it really as tight as you can. And then you're gonna crisscross them, just like your shoes. Do an X, and you're gonna really wiggle that knot deep into the crack here as much as you can. 1, and we're gonna go for 2. And like I said, the way that you're gonna make sure that knot never, ever, ever comes out is you're gonna have to burn the threads, but that might not be okay in the hospital. So, and it's a grown-up job. So take your scissors, and we're gonna go about 1/4 inch here. Boop. You're gonna clip it. It's gonna look like this. Okay, you see that? And then what I do at the studio, what we do, is we burn it. And you're gonna melt those threads. And it will just make sure that knot never ever comes undone, okay? And that's it, buddy. We did one side of the wallet. So I'm gonna zoom ahead and I'm gonna show you the other side so you can see it looks like totally finished. But you are gonna be a leather working guru over there soon. So I can't wait to see the stuff you make. All right, bye, buddy. Okay, now we're gonna go for that second side. So I'm gonna make it way shorter this time. I'm gonna go fingertip to shoulder because I had way extra. And guess what? I forgot to tell you that this is called the Scout wallet. I made this wallet, I think, right after Scout was born. We came out with this design. And so it's called the Scout wallet. So, okay, going for side 2 here. Okay, bye.
Bye,
This is your finished wallet. I hope you have tons of fun. I'm going to send a whole box full of projects for you. So I hope you have fun with them. And good luck, okay? Call me if you need any help.